workout's done and it's time to do some recovery. So let's start with our stretch routine. We start from the top and work our way down. This is a tricep stretch, pulling the elbow behind the head with the opposite arm, staying nice and tall. You might feel it in the obliques as well, followed by a shoulder stretch, tugging the straight arm in front. Hopefully the athlete has been working on those lats and traps, so this is going to be a stretch that they enjoy. Now we're going to go to a side bend to open up the obliques and stretch out that IT band. We'll do both sides, crossing the feet and then swaying laterally with arms overhead. And now we'll hit the hamstrings. So this is a crossover, back leg is straight, reaching with both hands, keeping the shoulders level. Gotta have hamstring flexibility, people. It's an important part of being an efficient runner. You really need to be able to touch your toes with that straight leg. Now we're gonna switch to a quad stretch. This is a heel pullback. Pay attention to the heel being pulled away from the glute. A lot of athletes mistakenly pull the heel right against their butt and close that angle at the knee. You want to pull the foot away and open up that angle to get the whole quad stretched out. This is a lunge with a straight back leg and the heel pressed down to the turf, stretching out the gastrocnemius muscle in the calf. And we follow this by a lunge with a bent knee. And we keep that heel on the turf and bend the knee, pushing it down. And that stretches the soleus muscle, which is underneath the gastroc. And now we're into a lunge and pushing the hips forward. We want that front foot out so that the knee is at 90 degrees, and turn around and grab that ankle on the back leg and see if you can pull it toward your glute and get a bonus quad stretch at the same time. So really trying to open up the hip girdle and also work again on that quad. This is a lateral lunge, again working groin mobility. Press that forearm against the knee that's bent, and that'll actually help stretch the opposite leg. And then you can turn and grab the toe and get a good hamstring stretch in. This is a hip thrust, and it's intended to stretch the quadriceps. You can see Kate diving her knee down and moving it around laterally, and that actually allows her to stretch different parts of the quad. And we'll follow that with a shin down lunge. This is the groin, and now we're getting the IT band again. So press that shin down to the ground, drop your forearms down, and then drop those hips all the way down as far as you can. And now we'll get up and put our ankle on our knee and let our hips sag, kind of move around, and you'll get different parts of the glute and the hip in this stretch. Back on the ground, leg directly out in front for a hurdle reach hamstring stretch. It's important that the foot is directly in front of the belly button. You don't want the leg to be out at an angle, and you want to reach with both hands. And now it's everybody's favorite, the butterfly sit. Another attempt to work on groin mobility. Sitting up tall is important. We'll transition from that to the corkscrew sit. Sitting up tall, good tall posture as we twist and open up the hips and lower back. We'll follow that in the same position by pulling the knee to our chest and getting some good gluteal mobility as well as the hip. We ripped through these quickly. Typically, we'd like to see athletes in these static positions for 15, even 30 seconds to really get the benefit of static stretching following the workout.